Hello, and welcome back to Outings with a Delver. Finished up playing with the bird last time, and now for split personality. It looks like all of the double potions and also temporal split points. All sorts of mischief you can get up to with these. Let's see what we have in store. Have you ever wished you could make a copy of yourself? Imagine how much you could accomplish by being in more than one place at a time. Since you and all of your copies would stem from the same mind, you could coordinate perfectly until you started getting in each other's way. Alright, so is this 4 different sectors, each focusing on a different thing, or is it just a hub room that has, or like an entrance room that just has everything? Let's find out by going down this way. Definitely not the hardest of the 4 to deal with. I mean, it depends on the situation. Actually, let's talk about that briefly. I think clones probably the easiest. I find it hard to... Like, clones let you really break DROD in a lot of ways. Just the fact that a clone is not killable, except I guess with an adder or, you know, a weaponed enemy like a guard. But like, the enemies will ignore the clones, so the clone can just kind of be there, and you can flip between the two and mess with the pathing AI of the enemy. So clones, I find, tend to make things almost trivial. Certainly they make combat rooms trivial for the most part. Mimics, I've had a lot of practice with these. Generally with a mimic, you just kind of have to be aware of what you need it for, and then you can plan the rest of the room around it, and that's okay. Decoy is actually one of the hardest, just because where do you put the decoy? Like, there's so many different... the existence of a decoy potion specifically. If you have a pre-placed decoy, it's not an issue. Then it's pretty simple. But if you have a decoy potion, I find this is actually one of the harder things to deal with, because it can have so many implications, so many ramifications on the rest of the room, depending on where you put it. And it can be hard to predict that in advance. And also hard to see where you would need the decoy in the first place. Depending on the room, of course. And then this really depends on what type of room you're doing with the split points. They can be bad, but also not. It really just depends on the architect. Well, we got a split point, but we also got a mimic. Okay. So we want to come through here. I see you. Well, that pretty solidly explains what's going on here now, doesn't it? We need main B throw to never step south, which means that we need... I guess we do the staff first then. Because the mimic only pays attention to real B throw. Yeah, the mimic only pays attention to real B throw, so whatever the projection is doing doesn't affect this. Now, the mimic will follow the projection while you're recording the projection, so it can get a little bit messy. But basically what we're doing here, we need a double cut at the end. Okay. We release a bunch of stuff and we have to deal with it. Well, my initial thought is, I'll go on 15, is that I'm going to be doing something like this. This isn't going to work. I'm almost positive this isn't going to work. Okay, you go here. That's fine. Okay, you're going... So far... That might have been bad. Taking that step might have wrecked everything. Yeah, because something went wrong there. Okay, well let's... Yeah, at the very least we can do that, which makes this better. Yeah, that's not good. Do this. Yeah, here we have a problem. Those are the two moves I want to make. That doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, so I have to do that here. Which means that this is already just not working for this section. Right, I can never step south. With B-throw, I can never step south. I guess I can do that. Okay. Maybe this does just work then if I do this? Okay. Okay, that ended up working after all. So, good thing I just like started it and played around with it. Try to figure out why is this not going to work, and well, it just worked. Alright, also invisibility. Invisibility is a potion, but not one of the double potions, I suppose. So what's going on with this? If I step here, I release that, step there, I release that. And then we get... Okay, I think I immediately see how we can resolve this. Oh, there's no... Interesting. Checkpoint is not under the token, but I suppose this kind of does the same thing, I guess, if you want to have... Like, normally, you want it under here so you can hit R and just go back to where you start the recording. But I guess in this situation, it's actually okay. And this is opened by... Okay, so we have to do this first, regardless. Let's just do that. So what we actually do here then, probably... Do we even have to wait? Yes, let's just wait 2 turns just in case. There we go. And that deals with that. We can also become invisible at any point. However, if I take the split point first and then take the potion, I am no longer split pointed. So I have to make this decision before going into the place. Do I want the double... Okay, well this is easy to deal with. You just... In fact, this whole section is going to be really easy. Wait, we don't want... Okay, not quite that easy. We don't want... to step on this ourselves. I was like, oh, I'll just despawn and I won't blow up. And it's like, well, that's only part of the problem. Okay, so it's a little bit trickier, because then we need to... We'll just wait a couple turns, then do this. So at this point, we should have the eye here. And if we run this way, we can get it around us, and then so wait 2 more turns, then do that. Okay. Oh. That was a bad way to have my sword. Okay. There we go, we hit the pressure plate without triggering the fuse. So now we have to decide if we want to be invisible or not. Ah, Split point on hot tile. That's always a little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous, but probably okay. Okay. So all we have to do is survive. All we have to do is survive. And then... well, first thing I want to try out. Can I survive this without using it? Okay. So let's just do that and reset. Because I noticed here I probably want 3 stabs at the same time, so I probably want to reuse this. I don't know if I had to do that. I could have just done this recording and kept going, probably. I'm assuming I want to drop both these pressure plates at the same time. I didn't actually look at what they did. I probably clicked on them before. I was just doing things. Okay, we'll go on 15. Which is enough time, okay. And done. Yeah, I don't think the invisibility potion was strictly necessary, but I mean, it might have been. It was certainly a nice convenience, though, for dealing with this. Alright, all sorts of stuff in this room. I guess that's the thing about split points, is having, you can have a lot of, like, little things going on, and it's very easy to have one part of the room interact with another part, as we saw here. So here... well... obviously we want the roach on that if possible, because you're going to be kind of hard to kill otherwise. Like with this setup, I don't think you can even get out ever. Alright, and because there's a force arrow here, I guess that means that I can just do this and not worry about it too much. And again, with the checkpoint off of the split point, that's interesting. Wait, what opens you? That opens you. Interesting. Okay, well that just means... we'll wait an extra 30 to give ourselves time. So at this point, the roach should be here. Roach is here. Roach is here. Roaches on the pressure plate. Roaches are dead. Oh. Well, that's rude. Putting it on a hot tile. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to prevent. I guess what it's enforcing... what is it enforcing? Let's think about this. That closes that. Oh, and then it opens here. Okay. So I'm just starting the room from a different time, is what's going on here. So I get to move here, and I'm safe. But I can't start from up here. I have to start from down here. I guess that's what the hot tile's for. Okay. Fair enough. Well, it's not going to matter too much because I think I'd still wait. So let's say, assuming I'm going there, roach. So if I step exactly on the 30, I step on here. That means this roach is now here. I guess I could kill this one first. And now, as long as I hit this before you try to make that move, I'm okay. And I guess this is going to be the same sort of thing here. I have, what, 42 turns to get to here. From here, I'm good. Yes, this is going to be the same. We're now stuck here. Okay, so you're not moving. So if I undo one, you're still not moving. Yeah, so from here, everything has happened. We have a goblin here. Blind goblin can be a lot of work. But in this case, I'm actually pretty sure I can just... Well, no, I guess he'll go to here. So let's wait 1, 2, 3. Goblin is now here. And then do that. And Goblin should be here now. Now let's just wait 3 moves, just in case. Alright. So I don't want to do this early. I guess I was assuming that I was doing this one turn before everything else, for some reason. We'll just watch these play out. Yep, Goblin got where he thought he would. Alright. That was a bunch of turns wasted for my high score that I could have been doing stuff. No, the Wraithwing was before the Roach. Okay. I was wondering if that was going to be a challenge scroll, because that'd be a... Okay, I guess it's the same sort of setup. It's like a challenge that doesn't have anything to do with this part of the room, but no. Wraithwing moves before Roach. That is very good to know. So we want the Wraithwing to block these 2 arrows so the Roach can get out. However, we have these fire traps. The only thing that opens this, that? Yes. Alright. Well, I guess I've decided we're doing this first. Assuming this is the same mechanism as before on both sides. Yep, looks like it. From here... I mean, it really doesn't matter which way my sword is facing with this, does it? Now the thing is, I can't actually step on the door. I'm just gonna make this a little bit tight. It's also a little bit further. I'm gonna assume that that's enough time. It'll take me like 10 moves to get down here, and that still gives me 30 to get to here. So yeah, that should be enough time. Alright, so at this point we've released, so now we just need to solve this room. Also, that's the very top of the room, so we could potentially have a secret exit there. So I guess, I mean, that's probably what this is for. Makes me really worried about that secret I missed on the previous level now. Well, I'm assuming I'll be able to get there once this room's clear, so I'll worry about that later. So for now, Wraithwing is going to try to maintain a distance of 5. If I just wait here... I mean, I can even step back onto the hot tile again if I really want to, but I don't think that helps because I just have to step forward again immediately in a straight line. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Wraithwing will go to here if I wait. Okay, Wraithwing is here. Problem is... it's going to be a little bit tricky. If I step here, Wraithwing is now here. Don't quite remember how this works, actually. I think the Wraithwing isn't going to try to get to 5/5. It's just going to sit there. Which means I can do this, and it won't move. If I do this, it'll move to here. Which isn't really where I want it. Okay, so I don't think this is really working. So let's just get into the corner. Go over here. It's still in the corner. Okay, it's now here. Still here. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, just here. We're just going to accept that it's in this corner. Still in this corner. Here. Here. Let's just reset here. So now we're 5. Now here. This is not efficient, but it's a way of doing this. Okay, it should be underneath the arrow now. If I step back 1, and then do that, it'll slide along the arrow up into this spot. Which is kind of where I want it, but it's still too close to the bottom wall. So we'll send it in. And if I just wait here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it'll go there, yeah. I can just wait. It's now here. It's now here. Okay. And 1. And 1. It should now be on this arrow. Roach is now here, and I can kind of see, well, I can briefly see. It said Wraithwing moves before the Roach, right? Yes. Oh, was I supposed to do this first, based on turn order? Maybe. Maybe this was built first. Okay, so, right. I just hit the orb. You're here. Wraithwing is still here. Wraithwing was first, so I wait a turn. It's fine. Roach is here. And then I just go down twice. They're both here. Turn 2. Here. Okay, Roach should be dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wraithwing is still here. Wraithwing just killed itself on a fire trap. I think that's alright. Okay, so at this point, and again, I guess I'm going on 29, not on 30 for this step. Maybe it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Well, I'll find out very soon. It's the problem with these long blind sequences. What am I trying to do with you? I'm trying to get the Omplik on the pressure plate. And is this a pit? It is. Okay, well, this looks a lot easier than what's going on over here. So I'm wishing I had done this first. Because if I screw this up, if I screw this up, I'm gonna have to redo both. I mean, if I've screwed this up and I have to redo the whole thing, I'll probably just do this first. So for this one, okay, I guess we're assuming that the Omplik is here. So we'll go 1. If I'm off by 1, then that's easy. 2, 3, 4. No. Let's do it on the other side. 4. Is it going to turn here, or is it going to step? I think it's going to step. But wait, it's now on this facing north. Means if I do that, because I started over here, it'll turn this way, actually. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that might have done it. We'll see. We'll see. I was turned too soon on the omelet smitage. There we go. Oh. Okay, that shouldn't matter. The stunning of this should not matter. And you turned the wrong way. Doesn't matter. Okay, Omplik is dead. Okay, we want to dance a little bit just to keep the Omplik there. So... And this is why you like the checkpoint on here, because if I had hit R, I would have just ended up here before I've done the entire recording. Here... do this. That might work. I've stopped trying to calculate this. I'm just kind of... Oh, obviously don't do that. Oh, that's a problem. Right, I need to wait a turn. Let's just wait a couple turns. See if that works. Wait, why are you still doing that? Okay, and wait in that position for a turn. It's easier just to wait once. Sometimes it's easier just to play things out instead of trying to do everything. Here we go, I got past the wall. And the Wraithwing still seems to be doing what I wanted it to do. Yep, looks good. Alright, let's go for that secret. Go in here, doesn't matter. What opens this? That does. Okay, well. Not too bad. So now... we have 2 Slayers to deal with, huh? Slayer 2, Slayer 1. We also have 2 setups. that at a glance look identical. The difference is, I guess, this. Okay. This door is open. Step here. Okay, well, first thing that's happening... Got this set up again. We're going here, and then we're locking ourselves in. So no matter what, we are waiting until... Okay. So we hit this to release you. Well, obviously, we need the Slayer to kill this for us. If I hit this, I can release the roach. I guess the idea is if I hit this on this pass, I don't get to take advantage of having hit it. Okay. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with Slayers not targeting the temporal projection. There's, if that's the case, then that's an interaction I don't know, so I'm going to have to do a bunch of experimentation here to figure out how this works. But it looks like... Well, no. Looks like I just have to stab that in order to open this, but... Oh no, it is right. I can't just stab it myself. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is get the Slayer to stab this for me. Then I stab this and kill the roach if the Slayer hasn't. Well, the Slayer will have killed the roach, but I guess I have to kill it in the main timeline, which is fine. That's not an issue. This will release the Slayer. And then we need the Slayer to stab this so that I can stab this. Having done all of that, we release you. Okay. I mean, this looks like the same setup down here exactly. It's like, why are there two of these? I can solve them both the same way, can't I? I will be slightly offset here because we step here. Well, no, because if I just go right now, then the turn I step here is the turn I step here. So does this just do the same thing twice, but with this version, I can actually see what the Slayer's doing? If that's the case, then I should really just be doing this first, just to figure out what the sequence of moves are. Which might be why this is provided. This might actually just exist solely so that we can do this. Which just makes it into a memory puzzle.
I shall now make many holes in your skin.
Do I want to try to do this just based on my knowledge of Slayers? Where is the Slayer at this point? Here, maybe? Or it might be one of those two spots. Well, if I don't rush forward, if I go to here, I think that puts the Slayer here. Something like that work? I'm just gonna wait a whole bunch. I think the Slayer is here now. Well, we'll see how awful this is. I think the Slayer might be here. Maybe. Well, we'll see. Oh, this didn't even go yet. Doesn't that mean I can just do this and test if what I was doing has any semblance of working?
Awkwardness that pains me.
Well, that's a good start.
Ready to take a death nap?
So instead of turning... Well, okay, let's just do this properly. This was provided.
My hook reaches far.
If I wait here... Okay. A lot easier when you can see what's going on there. Just make sure that roach is dead. So I have the time for that. I don't like waiting. If I can avoid waiting, it's easier. Oh, we'll wait one. There we go. Okay, we got all that? I think the part before this was pretty straightforward. I was
I
just...
shall now make many holes in your skin. My hook
Come up to before the checkpoint, wait a turn, step south, turn, down, and go. Alright, and the rest of it kind of makes sense. There we go, let's go with that. Before the checkpoint, wait a turn. That should stab the roach. I guess I don't know why I'm doing that, I don't need to. Okay, if we wait, eventually... Slayer should be here, maybe. Is it wait one turn and then turn? And then... I'm probably dead here, but it's something like that. Something like that.
I will puncture you.
Yeah, you're there. So from that spot, wait a turn. Okay, that worked. Oh. Okay. wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Small challenge, please.
Now we just do the same thing again, I guess.
You move with an awkwardness that pains me.
And this doesn't have to be precise, I can just kind of do whatever. Oh. Over too far. Well, let's... So this is just a practice area, so that you could try to remember what you're doing over here, which is appreciated. Did I not hit the orb? I deliberately avoided hitting the orb, okay.
Some small challenge, please.
I think his wisp actually moved differently than this one's. Uh-oh. I mean, I know this works. But this guy's wisp went down this way. Did I spend more did I spend... Hold on. Yeah, okay, I spent 2 turns rotating my sword. That's probably what did the difference. Hoping there's not a thing where if you're in the top half of the room, the wisp pathing's different than the bottom half. Rained Roach Queens do that. That's always fun. Okay.
Clear.
We got it. Well, I don't think we're finishing this level today. But we can check just one more room. So if, I mean, they might not all have secrets, but maybe we'll aim for 1 quadrant per day, assuming that these are all roughly equal. So that's going to be, what, 4 rooms plus or minus a secret? Well, can't really be... I guess it could be minus a secret, yeah. Alright, so we have a mirror that I can extract if I want to. It's not on an arrow, is it? It is on an arrow. Never mind. This mirror is stuck. So what the mirror lets me do is input bump moves that I can then shatter the mirror and get different moves. Alright, so if I step here, here, or here, stuff happens. And they can eventually be opened. Okay. Interesting. That's not something you see too terribly often, an orb on floor spikes. Well, I'm assuming this is 3 independent puzzles again that all just sort of have the same theme, so we're just going to go top to bottom, and hopefully that'll be somewhat sensible. So, I guess what's probably happening here is B-throw runs here. Yeah, because nothing opens that. So... Ooh. That is shallow water. Interesting. Oh, I see what this is for. Ah, okay, it's this trick. We use this to change our orientations relative to whatever. Which really means I guess we need all 3 of these sorted out in advance. Now, what's going on with this one? Look at the middle one. I guess we could use a bump or tunnel. Hold on, let's test something real quick here. So first of all, I'm going to test a couple of things. Yeah, I thought so. Temporal projection can use tunnel. I did not test very well. Okay. So now we do this. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So in fact, this is completely independent of whatever we're doing with this. So let's just get the middle one done first. Okay, let's just get the middle done first, because we don't have to mess with the mirror at all. And is this 9? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter too much. We can just wait a few turns here, go up or not go up. And at this point, these have been toggled, so we can just wait here. So now the question is, do we get an offset? Are we offset by 1? Do not appear to be. Alright, so that's one-third of the room solved. This one uses the shallow water. So let's look at the bottom and see if this also uses shallow water. What's going on here? Every 10 turns, the orb will be struck. Okay, so I guess the trick here is that these are going to be in the reverse order, which means that we want to delay by 10 turns, right? That's all this is saying? So we try to move here, but instead we're just stuck for 10 turns. Okay, now this is reversed. And this should be open by now, which means that we have a mirror here. Okay, we now have a mirror on the pressure plate. Roach is dead. We are free. Is this just always on? It looks like it. We don't even have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. I was just thinking about this. Don't... Like, I ended up hitting this because that's what I timed it up for, but I don't actually need to... Right, because I can just wait until you're here and then step on the pressure plate. Once you get to the checkpoint, I could then step on the pressure plate. And then I could just... no, you do have to make that last move. Okay. There we go. Alright, and then we got our final one here, which is, I've already determined how to solve it. The reason I was leaving it for last was in case I needed this water for either of these parts, which I did not. So we do this. Almost. We do this. Okay. At this point, this is now a stepping stone. So doing that, we will still have our sword facing in this direction. Okay, and that's all we have to do. In fact, we can just hit this now. Alright, so that was Temporal Split Points, which has the potential to be the most complicated of the four. Really just depending on what's going on. Certainly these rooms I felt were quite involved, the Wraithwing in particular, and I guess also the Slayer. Next time... Well, we'll see what I'm feeling like next time. I will see you then.